Is it recording?
Yeah, it's been rolling.
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, you're pulling at me now?
Sorry.
I'm always late for everything.
Isn't that supposed to be me?
I had to get the. Whoa. All right.
Talk about icebreaker.
Anyway, guys, welcome to the second ever YouTube video. Today we're going to do some question and answers. We have brought our very good friend Keyshawn along for the ride. I know Keyshawn started out in videography and did a lot of film projects, but he's recently switched on over to do a lot of photo stuff. So hopefully he's able to answer these questions too. What's up with you?
Just living the dream, man.
Living the dream. Working a lot.
Working a lot, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, we'd have a lot more YouTube things out if old Busy Bee here wasn't broke. So, if you want to help Austin not be broke, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and help us try to, help him pay his rent, because, I don't want him to live with me.
GoFundMe?
Yeah, GoFundMe. My Venmo is M.A. Barnes.
All right. So a couple days ago, I put a thing on my Instagram and on Facebook asking people what questions they had for us. Got a really bunch of cool photography questions that people asked, so I narrowed them all down to I think 5 or 6 questions, and we'll go ahead, we'll read them off on my phone, and then we'll kind of all go through and answer. Does that work?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. So, first question was, what got you into photography? We'll start with you.
So what got me into photography is kind of more along the lines of what Keyshawn did. Is I started out more in the video realm. When I was younger, we did a bunch of 40-hour film projects with my program that my dad ran. And then a mutual friend in that group had a brother who had a production company. So I got my camera for the mere fact that I just wanted to create videos. So after I graduated high school, my senior present was a MacBook and a Canon Rebel T5. And I was gonna make a YouTube channel, and then I just started taking pictures.
Cool.
That's about it.
What about you, Keith?
I was on the video production team at church, and I just fell in love.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Amen. And I just fell in love with the whole video and aspects part of it. Didn't really get into the photography because I was a little apprehensive about it because I didn't really understand it.
Pardon the train.
Choo-choo. But once I started hanging out with them, it was, I just tried it, dipped my toe in, and really, really liked it, and kind of never looked back.
Can't be your natural, dude.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, for me, as many of you know, I have not been doing this long. I've just got into this probably in, I think, early October of last year, so I'm only at like the, 4 or 5 month mark at this.
Yeah.
Something that I really enjoyed for a really long time, just never knew it. So for me, it was more of, I always found myself, and I put this on a post last night, found myself scrolling and really just getting indulged and overwhelmed by the beauty of pictures with Nat Geo and wildlife photography and like crazy landscape stuff, and always found myself like feeling a certain type of way when I would see those pictures and being in all of those things. And we were just talking about this before we started filming, but this past August I went on a trip with a couple of guys from the gym, and when we were in Miami, we stumbled into a gallery, a photography gallery, and it was Peter Lick's gallery. And I found myself being in this gallery, looking at these pictures and never wanting to leave. We were stuck there, and I wanted to stay there for forever, and I could have talked and looked at these pictures for a long time. So then, a whole chain of events happened, and I ended up buying a camera in September, and just kind of fell in love with it, fell in love with the process of it, and ever since then have been snapping away, doing the stuff.
Doing the thing. Getting the shot.
It has been fun.
Yes, getting the shot. All right, question number 2.
Boop.
Who is your favorite photographer and why?
We'll start with you.
Me? So I think we just went over it. My favorite photographer is Peter Lick, last name L-I-K. If you guys want to look at his Instagram or anything like that, absolutely amazing to me. The way that he, captures not just nature, but landscapes and different scenery. It's really cool to me. I think that because of the profound impact that he had on me wanting to start taking pictures and getting in that, I have kind of a swayed opinion on why I want to, have him as my number one. But if I were to go on a dream shoot, if I had to go take a picture with any photographer, then yes, it would be with Peter Lik. So what about you?
So, I'm going to be that guy that says, I really don't have a favorite, at least in this genre, but what kind of inspired me to start the photography thing was seeing the black and white old-time street photography photos from New York City back in the day. Just some of that crisp, rough rigidness of the black and white, especially in a city format, that really did it for me. But if I had to, again, go on a shoot with any photographer, as most of you have, if you see my Instagram, I love portraits. And I do love Annie Leibovitz's work. I just think she captures the raw emotion of people, and she can tell the story with a single image, just by the way she poses them. So
cool.
I'm too new. I don't have a favorite photographer per se. But if I had to pick one now, it would probably be Peter McKinnon. Just because of the simple fact, when I started doing videography stuff, he did both video and photography, and I kind of got a lot of my video stuff from him, and at the same time, I did like a lot of the pictures that he was taking. So I really don't know. I guess Peter McKinnon if I had to choose one, but I don't really know a lot of photographers at this time, but I'm sure I'll get to know more. So I guess Peter McKinnon.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Peter McKinnon is like the staple in new photographers' worlds. Like if you need to learn something or you have a question about something, Pete has made a tutorial on it, or has a video on YouTube about it. And I think for me, Pete I haven't seen him do so much photography stuff anymore. It's been more of like a YouTube thing. But for me, when I bought a camera and I had no idea how to turn it on or what to do when it came to editing in Lightroom or any of that kind of stuff, he's really been my teacher.
I think for all of us, honestly.
Yeah. So I mean, for the bulk of brand new photographers, and if you're just picking up a camera, you need to check out Peter McKinnon's YouTube channel. It's absolutely insane. He's got a video.
Learn a lot.
Yeah, he's got a video for everything.
Listen, if you just want to make coffee, go to Pete's channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely insane. So, next question was my passcode. Next question was, what's your dream camera? Mine just changed.
Right. I'll start with that one. So for me, my dream, when I first started out, my dream camera was the 5D Mark III, and then the 5D Mark IV came out.
By Canon.
Canon, yeah, Canon 5D Mark IV. However, this morning, and I know it's going to probably be his as well, Canon is releasing the new EOS R5, yes? And just specs-wise, it just looks amazing. So right now I'm gonna say that the Mark D 4, 5D Mark IV is my dream camera, but that EOS
by
R5,
Canon.
that the R5 is looking rather tasty, smooth, crisp. 8K.
Yeah, that guy. Keith.
It's the camera I got right now.
Yeah.
That's my dream camera.
Which is?
The Canon 80D.
80D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
attention
so
deficit
far,
disorder.
That's my favorite
ADD.
camera.
The Canon ADD.
That's my dream camera right now. Just because I don't have the money to upgrade, so I'm making that my dream camera.
There you go.
Upgrade.
Yeah. For me, yeah, what Austin was just talking about, until this morning when Canon confirmed the rumors about the new camera, it had been the 1DX Mark III. They just came out with that about a month ago, and I absolutely love it. As somebody who owns a CrossFit gym and likes to do action shots of stuff, the high frame rate per second is something that's absolutely a huge selling point to me. To be able to just rapid fire and catch some really cool shots. But from somebody who's already made the switch to mirrorless and shoots on the R now, with the EOS R5 coming out, the specs look pretty awesome. You can shoot in 8K, You can shoot in 120 frame per second, 4K. I know I'm speaking some sort of foreign language to most of you, but you can shoot 20 frames a second, which is insane. And for me, that's how many pictures your camera will take within a second. So if you just hold down it, in a second, it'll take 20. It'll literally just sound like a machine gun. So if you need to capture a moment, that is gonna be it. And I was really thinking about making the switch to the 1DX and saving as much money as I can.
2 days of conversation. I want the 1DX Mark III. It's always
Yeah,
fun.
2 days ago. Yeah, I wanted the 1DX Mark III, but with the high quality lenses that Canon's coming out with now that are made for the mirrorless system, I kind of want to stay that and try to make the switch over to a lot of the RF lenses. So
I should get me a mirrorless camera.
yeah, mirrorless cameras, man. I'm telling you, it's the cat's meow.
The camera of the future, as Canon did say on their post.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, next question. Where would you like to take pictures the most? So where's your dream shoot, I guess?
So I mean, my favorite place to shoot is New York City. However, I saw it in Peter McKinnon's video, it's Iceland, but there's like this abandoned like hull of an airplane just in the middle of like a field in Iceland. I want to go shoot there so bad,
Yeah.
because like the sky is just amazing, how moody it is, and just the weather overall. So I would have to say it, and I don't know exactly the location, but Iceland.
Iceland. I'm sure there's some gorgeous places in Iceland.
Yeah.
Keith.
I like city shooting.
Yeah.
I never used to like going to Baltimore.
I remember the first time I took him.
When I took my camera, dude, I love city shooting for some
Yeah.
reason. It's like, and then when you sit down and you edit it and you get the right light, and so amazing.
Yeah, we've taken day trips to Philly and Baltimore and done day shoots in the city with a bunch of street photography, and it's a great time.
Yeah.
Not only is it's a great way to explore the city and do that kind of stuff, but you get to go out and really just kind of see how creative you can get. And
I would never want it. Like I stayed away from the city. I hated going to the city.
Yeah.
Until I had a camera in my hand.
See?
It's a whole different world.
Yeah, until you get to video or take pictures of the hatred.
Yeah, city shooting anywhere in the city, I guess.
Tokyo, Japan, where it's crazy busy.
Oh God, dude.
Awesome.
You couldn't
New
go
York on
anywhere.
track.
That would be awesome,
God.
dude.
That'd be nuts.
Neon signs galore.
For me, I think it would be probably like an African safari, some sort of wildlife safari. An African American safari would be awesome, where they bring the Africa to the America, and then I don't have to travel.
Six Flags.
Yes, exactly. So pretty much
Jersey.
the San Diego Zoo is where I would like to go and do it. No, in all seriousness, probably an African safari. Like I said, it was the wildlife photography and the Nat Geo stuff that got me into it. It's still what will make me stop scrolling when I'm going through Instagram, when I come across a really neat image of an animal or some sort of scenery with that kind of stuff. And I just think it's such a rare thing to be able to capture wildlife doing that. And to me, it's kind of like hunting without killing. You know what I mean? You're going out, you're doing the
Still
same exact
shooting?
stuff. Yeah, you're still shooting, but you go out, you still have to treat it the same way, but you're doing it to capture an image. And I think that would be probably one of the coolest things ever, to have the gear and have the ability to go and
to
do that.
video it at the same time.
Yeah, see,
I always go back to doing
Yeah.
video.
If he wants to take a documentary of me going and doing,
Well, I mean, yesterday would have been a great time to have you because we were chasing this one duck in downtown Hadley Grace.
yeah, there's
It's
this
a
one black and white duck that I've been trying to take a picture of that knows it's me, and he's just the most elusive and he sees me get out of my car and he's like, "Not today, Satan."
So-
and he just keeps going and going.
So he went to one other side of the dock, or the harbor.
The big pier
And-
by the lighthouse.
Okay.
I went and laid down. All right, laid down like I was in a duck blind. All right, had my camera off the edge of the pier.
Were you in camo and everything?
No, I was in black though. And this takes his drone and chases this duck towards me, and he still wouldn't come near me. So
What's funny, we were on one side of the lighthouse, and then he ended up swimming to the other side. So he dunks over. Brandon's on the pier by the apartments. And so like the thing to do is like when he goes underwater, move. He goes underwater. Brandon is full ass sprinting to get on the other side of this pier, and he comes up, and the duck just starts hauling ass.
Yeah, the duck comes up. The duck comes up, sees me, and is like, no! And I'm like, God,
Come back.
can't get him. So, yeah, good story there.
I don't consent.
He's like, no, you're not. Yeah, nope.
All right, so
All right.
question number.
This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, question number 5. Favorite type of photography? I think we've established this over the bulk of this questions, but just for the record, we can go through the list. Favorite type of photography? I'm gonna guess street photography or portrait photography because they're both moody.
Yes.
Okay.
For you, you are a wildlife guy.
I'm a
and
wildlife guy.
landscapes.
Yep. See, and then Keyshawn is a street photographer.
I love
I think he
street.
likes taking street photography.
We know each other so well.
I know. I'm telling you, man. I also really enjoy landscape photography. I like being able to capture.
I did say that.
Yeah, I like being able to capture the landscapes and something I really enjoy doing also is product photography.
Yeah,
you're good at
I
that.
have found so much love in that because you can get so creative and there's no real time frame on it, you know what I mean? So you can get stuff
Right.
when people send it to me to do, and you can create the scene and you have all the time to kind of do it and create as much as you can with it. It's so much fun to see the outcome of that. All right, last question is, what's your favorite photo shoot or project? We'll keep it photo shoot. What is your favorite creative project that you've done to date? We'll start with Key.
Like the dad bod.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was fun.
That was fun. That was
so for
really
those of
fun
you
to
that
do.
don't know, last January we started
Yep.
it. I own a CrossFit gym. Our mutual friend Mike had gotten, for the lack of a better, fat, and he needed to lose weight. So I took him on as a training client, and every night at 9 o'clock, I would personal
here.
train him, and
Yep.
we would meet at the gym. And he
For 4 months.
Yeah, for 4 months we did this, and Keyshawn documented the whole thing. And there's a whole, I think it's a 5 or 6 part documentary that we made.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. It was cool to be a part of. And
It
this
is,
was
yeah. It
and this
was.
was still when I had no idea,
Right.
you know, what to do. So if you want to check that out with Keyshawn's work, the link's going to be down below in the description, so you guys can look at that too.
Yeah, it was, that was my favorite thing so far. But that's on the video side.
Yeah.
I don't have anything on the photo side.
Yeah.
Going to Philly was fun.
Yeah.
That's been my favorite so far.
Yeah, taking pictures.
I'm
and
still
stuff.
finding pictures to edit.
Yeah.
So
Now that your kitchen is almost done, we need
we'll get
to
the dishwasher today.
take more pictures.
Go to DC.
Huh?
Go to DC.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Get some galleries too.
I got the dishwasher and the fridge. And now the kitchen
Then
should
you're
be
golden.
like done.
Thank God.
You?
Then we'll have more time. Come back to me.
So I have two. I'll start with my first one, which was in Fells Point with my friends Hannah and Austin. There's just like this nice long strip of like brick that goes towards the water, and there's like a little wood thing that blocks you off so you can't fall in. But I had my friend Hannah kind of just sitting there and leaning over, and with just how her skin was like a nice and tan, she had blue eyes, the brick was red, the water was blue. And it just created this like nice transition of color. My second all-time favorite that I've ever done was with my friend Sydney when I had her just covered in glitter.
Glitter shoot.
Yeah.
Glitter.
You just mean playing with lights for portraits is a lot of fun. Like me and Brandon did a shoot yesterday.
That was a lot
And
of fun.
you just move the lights around, you see how the shadows catch.
Yeah.
And how you can light. And then once you get into the editing light stuff is the most fun. Shooting gets cool too, but when you get into the editing process, I mean that's where I love editing, and I'm not like, oh, I have to edit these pictures.
I think for me, it was 2 different product shoots. For one was a food shoot that I actually did a couple months ago, where a client of mine was starting a website for a nutrition business and needed some like generic food prep stuff. And that was a really neat thing to do, is to set up different food sequences and stuff like that, and to do some, top-down photography on that. And second was this non-alcoholic whiskey shoot I just did, which I think was so much fun. That was just such a great time. And to go in with what Austin was saying with the lighting, because you get to toy with the lights of that kind of shoot, And that was a really neat thing. And then to be able to get action shots with the ice cubes dropping and the cups when they cheers and that kind of stuff. It's always, it's a lot of fun. Those shoots to me are so memorable because they're fun during the process. They're not as stressful because you have an immense amount of time,
Right.
and you have a ton of different things with that as well to do. So to me, that's something that's very big and very important. I don't know. Is there anything else?
No. Like that channel.
Subscribe if you haven't, please. And
Have fun when you're doing camera stuff, because if you're not having fun, there's no point of doing it.
exactly.
Bye.
Bye, guys.